Man, what's up everybody? You already know who it is. It's White Boy Rick. We back at it again with another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be bringing y'all the final update for the House of Horrors Russell Tillis trial, and I'm gonna be letting y'all know what he got sentenced to. Let's jump into it. Jacksonville, Florida. On Thursday, April 15th, convicted House of Horrors killer of Jacksonville, Russell Tillis, learned he would not face the death penalty. His fate was in the hands of 12 jurors. 9 were in favor of the death penalty, 3 were in favor of Tillis being sentenced to life in prison. Assistant State Attorney Alan Mizrahi spoke after the jury's decision. "No, I am not disappointed in the verdict, and the jurors of their own free will were able to decide whether or not they wanted death imposed, and the vast majority found that death was appropriate in this case. Some didn't, and that is their God-given right." Before deliberating, the jury heard from Tillis' ex-girlfriend, Shannon Brinkley, who said Tillis' father sexually abused him. It was an argument the defense made for why Tillis shouldn't be executed. "Russell is badly broken. He's damaged, but he's not beyond redemption," said the defense attorney Allison Miller. The state argued the murder of Joni Guntner, whose dismembered remains were found on Tillis' Southside property, deserved the death penalty. "Do human beings rape? Do human beings kidnap?" said Mizrahi. Safety expert Dale Carson explained why 9 jurors alone couldn't sentence Tillis to death. The requirement is that it be a unanimous decision by the jury panel. Alright y'all, let's jump into it. So this video should be the final video that covers anything related to the House of Horrors Russell Tillis trial. If you guys aren't aware of everything that happened, make sure you tune into my playlist. I covered the whole trial and I covered his original case. So everything you need to know is in those videos and in that playlist. So make sure you tune in if you aren't aware of everything that happened so far. Like I said in the article, he got sentenced to life in prison and they were hoping to get the death penalty. 9 jurors did want the death penalty, but it had to be unanimous to get death, so he ended up getting life in prison. And there's just a few quick things I want to cover with that. One of the things that they had talked about is they brought up his ex-girlfriend on the stand, who he had a child with back in the day. And when they started dating, he was 16 and she was 14, so I mean, already that's pretty young. They had a kid when he was 17, so technically she was a minor at that point, but that's a whole nother topic of conversation. But when she went on the stand, she had said that he told her when they were younger that his father used to sexually abuse him and his brothers, and that was the main argument to get him reduced from the death penalty to life, because they felt that to an extent, he shouldn't be held fully responsible and get the death penalty because he had went through all those things. So the main thing I want to talk about is, like I've said in other videos, it starts at home. It starts with the parents. Like, us as adults and as parents, we have to do better. We have to raise our kids properly, treat them properly with respect, give them the love and care they deserve, and not abuse or anything like that, because there is a chance things like this can happen if you mistreat and abuse your children. So that was the first thing I want to bring up. Just as parents, we have to make sure we're fully aware of what we're doing to our children and how it could affect them in the long run. The second part of that, though, is regardless of what happened in his past, and I'm not downplaying it, and I don't think sexual abuse is anything to be taken lightly, but I also don't think it's an excuse or justification for him to do what he did. I understand he has a troubled past, and I fully understand that, but I don't think that's any justification to lighten what he did to Joni Guntner. I don't believe at all that it should be taken any less because of his history. That's just my opinion, though. If y'all feel different, make sure you let me know in the comment section. And the last thing I wanted to bring up was what the attorney, Alan Mizrahi, had mentioned at the end. He said he's not disappointed with the outcome of the jurors, and 3 of the jurors did end up voting for life in prison, and he wanted the death penalty, but he was totally content with their choice because he had said, as jurors, you know, like, that's your free will, that's your right to be able to choose what you honestly believe is suitable for him. And I could totally respect that, because as a jury, the jurors are just regular people. They didn't necessarily sign up to decide the fate of someone else's life, and they're just going based off of what they were told the week prior. So I truly believe it's a very hard, uncomfortable position to be in as a juror, to decide another human's fate like that. So I can absolutely respect Alan for throwing out there that he is not disappointed at all, and that they did what they believe they should have done. And I can totally respect that, because again, I've seen a lot of cases where the attorneys are talking crazy about the jury. You know, oh, they should have done this, I can't believe it, woo. And they're just regular people, and they didn't, I mean, that's got to be on their conscience too. Regardless of what that man did, they will have to live with deciding his fate. So I just want to throw out there that I can respect what Alan had said about him not being disappointed, and it's their right to choose. And at the end of the day, he's got life in prison. So this should be the final update video, unless something happens to him in prison or he does something crazy in there. I don't really see him going up for parole anytime in the future, you know. So this should be the final update. Again, for y'all who aren't aware of everything that happened, make sure you tune into the playlist. I got the whole trial covered, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the whole case. But hey, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you turn the notification bell on so you can see it first. If you want to support the channel, make sure you click the links in the description below. I have a Cash App and a PayPal all set up, ready for donations. I really appreciate it. And as you guys may or may not know, I do have my 100 subscriber raffle giveaway going on right now. So make sure y'all tune into that video so you can enter to win. But as always, it's White Boy Rick. Till next time.